The ripple effect extended beyond fans. Royal commentators on television, podcasts, and online streams began breaking down the possible scenarios, examining everything from palace logistics to Meghan's potential response strategy. Analysts noted that this type of high-profile emotional reaction rarely goes unnoticed, and that the public's perception of Meghan could shift depending on how she handles the fallout. Adding to the intrigue, insiders suggest that other members of the royal family were immediately informed of Meghan's reaction. Meetings were reportedly convened to discuss how to address the situation publicly and privately, while no official statements have been released. The urgency of these meetings indicates the seriousness of Maxwell's disclosure. Some speculate that this revelation could affect future interactions, appearances, and even family events, highlighting the broader impact of this private yet explosive information. Fans on Reddit, Twitter, and other platforms began theorizing endlessly. Some suggested that the news involved legal or financial matters, while others speculated it could be personal or relational in nature. Reaction videos and live streams dissected Meghan's every word, tone, and gesture in previous interviews for hidden clues. TikTok creators mashed up moments from different events, presenting side-by-side comparisons to decode her emotional state. Meanwhile, palace insiders emphasized that Meghan's response was measured yet authentic. She reportedly sought private counsel before making any public moves, demonstrating her awareness of the potential media storm. This careful handling has kept her largely out of direct controversy. But it hasn't stopped speculation from escalating online. Every subtle gesture, a delayed smile, a brief pause in speech, or a moment of reflection during interviews has been scrutinized and interpreted as evidence of the lasting impact of Maxwell's news. The global media also jumped on the story, publishing headlines that hinted at scandal, secrecy, and intrigue. Outlets like the Daily Mail, People, and Vanity Fair analyzed every snippet, interviewing insiders and commentators who hinted at long-term implications for the Duchess and the monarchy. Public interest surged as international audiences tuned in, eager to follow every development and discussion surrounding this shocking news. The social media frenzy isn't just about Meghan herself. Fans began speculating on the wider ramifications, from royal family dynamics to public appearances and ongoing media projects. Influencers predicted potential confrontations, reconciliations, or even media statements that could escalate the drama further. Rumors about upcoming interviews, documentaries, or collaborations grew, suggesting that Maxwell's revelation could have far-reaching effects beyond just the immediate emotional reaction. Experts analyzing social trends noted that Meghan's vulnerability has made her more relatable to the public, fueling engagement and empathy. People are drawn to her reaction not just because of the royal connection, but because it shows a human side to someone constantly under scrutiny. This combination of relatability and intrigue ensures that social media and fan attention will remain high for weeks, not months. It's clear that the fallout from Maxwell's shocking news is only beginning. Meghan Markle's tears sparked a digital firestorm, but the real story may unfold behind closed doors. Royal insiders, social media analysts, and fans alike are watching closely, waiting for Meghan's next move. Will she address the revelation publicly? Will it influence her relationship with Harry? And most importantly, how will it affect the monarchy and her role in the public eye? The shockwaves of Ghislaine Maxwell's revelation have not subsided. In fact, they've only intensified. Meghan Markle's emotional reaction has become a global talking point, with fans, analysts, and royal commentators dissecting every word, gesture, and appearance. According to palace insiders, Meghan has been navigating a delicate balance between processing the news privately and maintaining her public persona, all while under the unrelenting gaze of the media. One insider revealed, Meghan is resilient, but this news hit her deeply. She's taking time to process everything, consulting with trusted advisors and family members. It's a lot for anyone, let alone someone constantly under public scrutiny. The fallout is multi-layered. Social media is still ablaze, with fans debating the potential ramifications. Some speculate that the news could impact Meghan and Prince Harry's ongoing projects, including interviews, documentaries, and charitable initiatives. Others believe it may influence the couple's relationship with the royal family, particularly regarding appearances at official events, communications with palace staff, and long-term strategies for maintaining public image. Meanwhile, traditional media outlets continue to feed the frenzy. Headlines such as "Maxwell Bombshell shakes royal family" and "Meghan Markle reacts in tears" dominate international news feeds, reinforcing the narrative of tension and drama. Analysts suggest that Maxwell's revelation may even affect public perception of the monarchy, as Meghan's emotional response humanizes her while simultaneously highlighting the pressure and scrutiny she faces. Royal insiders hint that behind-the-scenes strategy meetings are ongoing. These discussions reportedly include Meghan's closest advisors, media consultants, and legal counsel, all focused on how to manage the narrative. While no official statements have been released, sources suggest that any public response will be carefully crafted to maintain dignity and credibility while addressing lingering questions from the public and media alike. Speculation continues about the potential long-term impact. Could this revelation lead Meghan to take a more active role in public advocacy or media projects? Or might it influence decisions regarding her family life and interactions with the royal institution? Observers note that Meghan has historically been strategic about her public image, and insiders suggest she may channel the emotional impact into empowering initiatives or media statements that reinforce her narrative and perspective. Social media reactions have evolved from immediate shock to deeper analysis. TikTok creators, YouTubers, and Instagram influencers are now dissecting Meghan's past interviews, comparing her tone and expressions pre- and post-revelation. Some videos suggest subtle emotional cues, while others theorize about hidden messages in her public statements. Reddit forums and fan pages have become hubs of discussion, with fans debating every possible implication for the monarchy, Harry and Meghan's relationship, and Meghan's personal well-being. Interestingly, some royal commentators have praised Meghan's response, emphasizing that showing vulnerability is a form of strength. Meghan's ability to maintain composure while visibly emotional demonstrates not only resilience, but also an understanding of how to navigate intense scrutiny. This has sparked discussions about the pressures faced by women in the public eye, particularly within royal institutions, and how they manage personal challenges alongside professional obligations. Meanwhile, insiders hint that Maxwell's revelation may also affect Meghan's public strategy in upcoming projects. Some speculate that she could address the issues subtly in interviews, speeches, or media content, using it as an opportunity to control the narrative and communicate her perspective. Others believe Meghan may choose to remain silent publicly, focusing on private resolution while allowing the media to speculate, a tactic she has successfully employed in the past. The ripple effect extends beyond Meghan herself. The royal family, advisors, and staff are reportedly monitoring public reaction closely, weighing the potential impact on upcoming events, media coverage, and the family's global image. This unprecedented attention could shape decisions for months to come, influencing how appearances are staged, how statements are crafted, and how Meghan and Harry interact with the institution and the public. Fans continue to weigh in, with some showing support for Meghan's emotional authenticity and others questioning palace transparency. Hashtags like #MeghanStrong, #RoyalDrama, and #MaxwellBombshell remain trending, fueling conversations that span continents. Social media platforms have become a battleground of opinion, analysis, and speculation, proving that the digital age amplifies every royal moment exponentially. As this saga continues, predictions abound. Some royal experts anticipate a carefully timed public statement or interview, designed to acknowledge the emotional impact while framing Meghan's perspective. Others foresee potential advocacy initiatives, documentaries, or media projects that allow Meghan to address her narrative on her own terms. Whatever path she chooses, it's clear that Maxwell's revelation will leave a lasting mark on her life and public perception. Ultimately, this episode highlights the complex interplay between private revelations and public scrutiny. Meghan Markle's tears were not just a personal reaction, they were a signal to the world that even those in the most prestigious positions are not immune to shocking news. Emotional upheaval and intense pressure. Maxwell's revelation may have triggered a moment of vulnerability, but it also set the stage for a transformative period in Meghan's life and career. As we await further developments, one thing is certain: the world will be watching. Every public appearance, statement, and media engagement will be analyzed for hints about the fallout and Meghan's next steps. Fans, insiders, and commentators alike will continue to dissect every detail, ensuring that this story remains. The royal world is in absolute chaos, and Meghan Markle is at the center of it all. Sources reveal that Ghislaine Maxwell dropped shocking news that left the Duchess of Sussex in tears. And the details are nothing short of explosive. What was meant to stay private has now leaked, sending shockwaves through the palace. The media and royal watchers around the world. Fans are scrambling to understand what exactly happened. And insiders say the emotional fallout could have long-lasting consequences. According to close sources, the revelation touched on sensitive matters that Meghan had never expected to be exposed publicly. Her reaction, described as a mix of disbelief and heartbreak, was reportedly so intense that palace aides were left struggling to comfort her. Social media immediately caught fire as clips, tweets, and reactions began circulating, with fans debating every possible angle. Could this news affect her relationship with Prince Harry? Or is it a matter that could shake the monarchy itself? Experts and royal insiders are calling this one of the most shocking moments in recent royal history. And it's clear that the story is far from over. In this video, we'll break down every detail from the moment the news was revealed, to Meghan's emotional response, to what this could mean for the future of the royal family. You won't want to miss a single detail of this jaw-dropping royal drama. The royal world is no stranger to drama. But what just unfolded with Meghan Markle has left even the most seasoned palace insiders in disbelief. Sources close to the palace reveal that Ghislaine Maxwell, the controversial socialite whose name has rocked the headlines worldwide, recently shared information with Meghan Markle that sent the Duchess into an emotional spiral. Eyewitnesses report that Meghan was overcome with shock and tears, a reaction so strong that aides reportedly had to step in to provide comfort. The nature of Maxwell's revelation remains largely under wraps, but insiders suggest it involves sensitive personal and family matters, details that Meghan had no idea would be brought to light in such a public manner. This wasn't just a casual conversation, it was a moment of reckoning. And those present say the room was filled with tension and disbelief. Social media erupted almost immediately. Fans and royal watchers flooded platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with speculation. Was the news about her relationship with Prince Harry? Was it related to her ongoing struggles with the royal family? Or was it something entirely unexpected? The kind of revelation that could shake the monarchy itself? Within minutes, hashtags like #MeghanCrisis, #Maxwell Bombshell, and #Royal Drama began trending worldwide. Royal commentators were quick to analyze Meghan's reaction. Many described it as visibly emotional, noting that she appeared stunned and vulnerable, a side of the Duchess rarely seen in public. Some experts suggested that Meghan's tears were not just about the information itself, but also about the weight of ongoing pressures she has faced as a royal and public figure. Every palace appearance, every interview, every move is scrutinized, and this revelation from Maxwell reportedly hit her at the core. Palace insiders also revealed that the news sparked a flurry of private meetings. Meghan reportedly called close advisors and confidants, seeking clarity and guidance on how to navigate the fallout. The urgency of these meetings underscores the seriousness of Maxwell's disclosure. One insider commented, "Meghan was visibly shaken. It wasn't just a surprise, it was a moment that made her confront things she hadn't dealt with publicly before. Everyone in the room could feel the tension. This is bigger than anyone imagined. The timing of Maxwell's revelation is also notable. It comes during a period when Meghan and Harry have been navigating major projects and public appearances, including media interviews, philanthropy work, and new ventures outside the royal family. The revelation reportedly forced Meghan to reassess her public strategy, adding an extra layer of stress to her already hectic life. Fans on social media immediately began connecting dots with Meghan's previous interviews and statements. Some pointed to subtle hints she had dropped in past speeches about pressure, scrutiny, and secrecy, suggesting that Maxwell's news may have confirmed fears or suspicions she had long kept private. Reaction videos, TikTok compilations, and meme threads exploded overnight, drawing attention not just to Meghan's emotional state, but to the broader implications for the royal family. But this isn't just a story about Meghan's personal reaction. Royal insiders stress that Maxwell's disclosure has broader implications. Some speculate it could impact Meghan's relationship with her in-laws, particularly Prince Charles and Queen Camilla, as well as her public image in the media. Every detail from Meghan's demeanor in public appearances to her social media activity is now being cued. As I do of me sees is now being queed. As a Bayer, as a Baid Malch, like a scanner app, and it's like, you're gonna die. Like, look at this. Look at this. And we look at this. And we all know. I've been exploring. Let me see as we see. To see what we see as I get in one may sees. To a lead caven dot end with CDCs by CQing mateys. As I will leave ZD to this. Scrutinized as fans and commentators attempt to interpret her response. The palace itself has remained unusually quiet, fueling further speculation. Typically, official statements are released to manage narratives and reassure the public. In this case, silence has allowed rumors to flourish, giving social media a near-complete narrative control. Fans are theorizing, analysts are debating, and media outlets are racing to report on every possible angle, often based on tiny snippets of information from unnamed sources. Some insiders suggest that Meghan's tears were not just about the revelation, but also about realizing the enormity of the challenges she faces moving forward. The news reportedly forced her to confront the delicate balance between her private life, her public duties, and her ongoing role as a figure of influence. Emotional as it was, this moment also highlighted Meghan's vulnerability, resilience, and humanity, qualities that are often overshadowed by media scrutiny in the coming days. Expect more reactions, more analysis, and more insider commentary. Social media will continue to dissect Meghan's every move, while royal watchers will try to piece together the full story. One thing is clear: Maxwell's shocking revelation has set off a chain reaction of drama, speculation, and emotion that the royal family and the public will be talking about for weeks, if not months, as we continue this story. We'll explore the public fallout, fan reactions, and what this could mean for Meghan Markle and the royal family in the next part of this video. From viral social media moments to behind-the-scenes palace tension, the ripple effect of Maxwell's bombshell is just beginning, and it's already changing the conversation around one of the most influential figures in the royal family. The moment news of Ghislaine Maxwell's shocking revelation reached the public, social media erupted like wildfire. Fans, royal watchers, and gossip accounts immediately began analyzing every tiny detail, trying to understand what Meghan Markle could have been told that would reduce her to tears. Within hours, hashtags such as #MeghanCrisis, #Maxwell Bombshell, and #RoyalDrama began trending globally, dominating conversations on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Fans poured over Meghan's recent public appearances, looking for any subtle hint that she had been affected. Observers noticed a slight change in her demeanor, describing her as more reserved, reflective, and visibly emotional during interviews and public events. Social media exploded with screenshots, videos, and compilations highlighting what fans interpreted as a direct result of Maxwell's bombshell. Some accounts even claim that Meghan had been seen wiping away tears after leaving private meetings, though these reports remain unverified. TikTok and YouTube were flooded with reaction videos from influencers, commentators and amateur sleuths dissecting every moment. One viral video titled "Meghan Markle Cries After Maxwell's Shocking News: What It Means for the Royal Family" gained millions of views within hours. Creators compared Meghan's current behavior to previous interviews, pointing out differences in her tone, body language, and facial expressions, suggesting that this revelation had shaken her to the core. Memes quickly followed, some humorous, some dramatic, all feeding the growing frenzy. Royal insiders also weighed in, confirming that Meghan's reaction was genuine and deeply emotional. Sources reveal that she immediately reached out to close advisors and confidants to process the information and discuss potential next steps. One palace insider told reporters Meghan was visibly shaken. She needed time to process the news, and it was clear to everyone present that it wasn't something she could brush off. This was personal, and it hit her hard. The revelation's timing has only added fuel to speculation. It comes at a point when Meghan and Prince Harry have been navigating several high-profile projects, including charitable initiatives, interviews, and media productions. Many fans wonder whether the news will impact their public engagements, their messaging, or even Meghan's ongoing role within their foundation and media endeavors. Social media reactions were mixed, with some expressing sympathy for Meghan's situation, praising her for showing vulnerability, while others criticized the royal family's internal dynamics and expressed skepticism about the full story. Comment sections filled with debates. Could this revelation strain her relationship with Harry? Would it cause further tension within the monarchy? And most importantly, what exactly did Maxwell reveal that was so shocking?